What is going on, everybody? My name is Ciara Lawler. Welcome back to another week of Weird News Wednesdays. This is the Heroes for Hire podcast. We are back again talking all the strangest news stories from around the world. We talk about the news that the real news is too afraid to talk about. As always, I am joined by my partner in crime, Mr. Shaun Meehan. Shaun, how is it going?
Good, Connor. I would like permission to break the format for a second.
Oh, okay.
So this show usually goes intro banter, bit of weird news.
That's what the script says.
Wrap up and thank the patrons.
Yeah.
What I'd like to do, I'd just like to give a preliminary shout out to everyone who supports us over on Patreon. Because,
Okay.
genuinely, I was thinking about it earlier today. It's fucking mad that people listen to this show, isn't it?
I don't know if that's the selling point you think it is.
Really?
Because you said to me they're idiots.
No, you always
Why
do
would
this.
you?
You try and turn the patrons against me.
One day. You don't know what he does be saying behind your backs. Honestly, it's vicious.
He's trying to gaslight you into hating me. Please don't. I think you're all class equally.
I will admit, though, it is absolutely mad. And we also have Patreon content coming up constantly. So throughout the year, you get all these extra episodes. Basically, is the big selling point. It's really cool seeing all the support over there.
You like vampires, guys? Oh, get ready.
Oh, do we have a vampire-themed rave blood party for you?
Twilight Breaking Dawn gets quite intense.
That's what we're doing, yes. We're reviewing Blade over on our Patreon for this week's Lazarus Pit, this month's Lazarus Pit, I should say. That's where we go back, watch one movie, we see if it still holds up. It's normally recommended by the patrons, so that is going to be coming up over the Halloween weekend, Shaun. But this isn't movie talk.
No,
okay?
I'm sorry.
Forgive me. You're after breaking the script. I'm not quite sure what to do. Will we finish on Florida Man now and we'll all just go home?
Well, if I can try and get us back on track, Connor, this is the show where you have spent the week gathering all of the weirdest news stories from around the world.
Is it? I don't know anymore, Shaun. Is it?
It might as well be The Price is Right. But
I once watched a table or a quiz show over the lockdown, and they had the Price is Shite round. And I thought, good wordplay.
Very good.
That's it. That's the end of my anecdote.
That's your anecdote? God,
there's not really a moral, a goal or maybe an idea to take from it. I just feel like people should know.
I think you're great fun at parties, do you know that?
Yeah. I only have that one story.
That's it.
And then I just stand in silence.
Once you say that, you go home for the evening. There's no peak.
And everyone has like a slight titter around a piano. That's the kind of parties I go to, Shaun.
Piano parties? My God.
Piano parties. I have a monocle. So, Shaun, we are starting this week with a man who stole something. And, I mean, this is one of our favourite teams. We like people who, you've said to me you love theft. That's what you want your favourite pastimes in.
As a podcast, we both support theft. That's correct.
Yeah, I do. That's our stance. And we took it. And we thought about it. And we took it. But what we're starting this week with: suspect accused of stealing U-Haul calls police. Police and asks deputies to stop chasing him.
So, okay. Bold move. A U-Haul is like one of those moving trucks you can just rent out.
Yeah, he gave them the old, come on, guys.
Sorry, I feel that my freedom is being impeached upon, I don't know the word, impeded by the police following me in a stolen U-Haul.
I think the word I would use is selfish from their point of view, that this man's just going about his day stealing trucks. And he never asked to be followed. He never asked to get into this police chase. I think this is on them. And I feel strongly about that.
I mean, he stole... It wasn't like he rented the U-Haul, committed a crime and was escaping in that. He stole the U-Haul.
Yeah, a suspect accused of stealing a U-Haul truck reportedly called the police in an effort to coerce deputies to abstain from pursuing them in the stolen vehicle.
What argument do you give? Like, I need to move in a real hurry, guys. I couldn't go through... There's like a 2-day process where they check your licence. I couldn't have that.
On October 16th at approximately 1:40am, Adams County Sheriff deputies had happened upon a stolen U-Haul truck parked at a convenience store along the corner of Federal Boulevard. That's everyone's favourite boulevard. You've told me that.
That's true. It's where I got married.
It's the Boulevard of Broken Dreams, Green Day.
Oh, fuck, that's a way better joke.
When sheriff's deputies made their way over to the vehicle, so they're like, that truck is stolen, they make their way over. The driver reportedly took off immediately. Authorities pursued the truck and the driver allegedly called police dispatch, so he called them. Which I think is a power move.
Someone's following me, guys.
The police, yes. I'm going to be kidnapped now in a second.
I had to find the nearest vehicle to escape. What if he framed it like that he was intimidated and trying to get away?
But I think he was already in the vehicle when they arrived and said that truck is stolen.
Maybe he didn't steal it. Maybe
he just fell in.
He was returning it to Mr. Hall.
Its owner, Mr. Me Hall.
Sorry. Michael, yeah.
Yes.
The thing is...
That's such a niche joke, by the way. That Me Hall is Michael in Irish.
Yeah, and that's why that's funny. So, the thing is, I had this thought about U-Hauls, though, because it's a big truck, right? But presumably the person driving it doesn't drive a big truck every day. So how is that...
What do you mean?
Like, because if you rent a U-Haul to, like, move house, but you drive, like, a Fiat Punto every day...
Yeah.
That's a much different driving experience. So surely you're
going to crash.
You'd be fucking lethal on the road. Because trying to reverse, there's a puppy. Trying to reverse again, there's 4 children. Like, it doesn't make sense that you can just rent those out
the
to
orphanage. I've reversed through it.
That rare species of gecko.
Why did I carry this lighter and petrol?
That single vial with the cure for cancer in it.
Guys, just don't mind me, I'm reversing. I have a desk of drawers in the back.
Yeah, all this IKEA furniture won't move itself, guys.
So, look, the driver, he's getting chased at this point, and he calls into the dispatch in a sort of last-ditch effort to ask why he was being pursued, and he cordially requested that the deputies stop pursuing him, Shaun.
Right. How do you cordially request that of the police? Like, is it a deputy in writing?
Come on.
To whom it may concern.
The driver stated to have asked the officers to be chill about all this. When the reporting officer reacted with confusion, which I think you're like, he's ringing the dispatch, be chill about all this, the officer reiterated the man should pull over for the safety of others. The suspect then began telling the officers that they had no chill and that he was a really good guy once he got past all the crime.
Wow. It's like filling out a Tinder profile, this man.
I'm a really good guy. Past all the murders.
Crime.
I'm cool.
That's all hearsay and rumours. But really...
But I'm confirming it. But at the same time, hearsay and rumour.
See, you know, the problem is, do you know who was really following him, Connor? Was the Vibe Police. And...
they were cramping his style, to be honest.
Cramping his style. So he was giving off too much of a good vibe. And they were like, no, not in our town.
Well, he said repeatedly, like, you gotta chill out, man. Like, you gotta just be chill about this. Like, I'm
telling the police they're overreacting.
Like, guys, you're overreacting. Like, all I'm doing is committing crimes. Just chill the beans.
Like, I suppose that's crime. See, this is weird, because we've had chases recently where the police aren't allowed to pursue.
Yeah, there's a weird new thing where they're like, it's a car chase, but they have to get permission to start the pursuit. I don't know what that's about.
I think if they go too fast, they're endangering other people or something like that. But, like, this, I don't think that the U-Haul truck would get up to the speeds required to have that rule kick in. So maybe they're just getting out all of their fucking chase energy on this one poor man who all he did was steal a big truck.
I will say the next line I think maybe makes the whole article, and it might be my final, because he's realising he's losing them, right? He's tried the
trying
chill
to get the
line
audience
twice.
back.
He's trying to get, he's doing the stand-up. He's feeling the room is leaving him. They're not kind of with him.
So it's time to pull out the big guns.
As officers began to lose patience with the suspect, repeatedly telling him to pull over, the man then began singing into his microphone, "Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends?" over the dispatch.
It's a last-ditch manoeuvre. It's never a guarantee, but when it works, it works.
He's trying to metaphorically putting flowers in their guns. Guys, why can't we be friends?
Like, he's metaphorically standing outside of the police station in a raincoat holding a boombox. Like, that's pretty much what he's doing here.
And he's just like, guys, honestly, I'm doing nothing. I just feel like we'd get on really well if we just gave this a chance.
Yeah.
Why are you all closing yourself off to love?
Now look, I'll say I'll probably never be a police officer, guys, but you could all
of the crime.
be criminals. Huh? It's an easier transition to make.
Despite the Hail Mary effort purportedly enacted by the suspect, the pursuit did not cease, Shaun. The deputies employed a tyre deflation devices in an effort to stop the vehicle, which was successful.
Is that what we're calling spike strips these days?
I think that's their new business term.
It's less offensive somehow.
They like to unalive people. So the driver of the report, guys, it's ruining our media cred. It's our PR. We need some tyre deflation devices.
It's not very SEO friendly, guys.
They're trying to get for those clicks. The driver of the reported stolen U-Haul truck was stopped on 72nd Avenue, where the driver was taken into custody.
Everyone's second favourite avenue, by the way.
Yeah, what's the first one?
Electric.
See, now I knew you were going to try and go back on the Boulevard Brooks.
It's a pale imitation of a perfect joke.
You'll never reach my height, Shaun. Just back down now. The driver, on his last-ditch effort, he's been pulled over. They've taken him in. He challenged the officers to a karate fight before he was eventually pulled into the vehicle. So I feel like they weren't in the mood for any karate fights.
Mad that's not even in the headline anymore. Like 5 years ago, that's fucking peak news. Man challenges officers to a karate fight. But no. It's a footnote in this article.
It ends with him he's tried, why can't we be friends? He's tried, chill out. He's tried, come on. And now he's hitting them with, look, you've got me, but before I go, let me hit you with a few... Let me hit you, trial by combat. That's what he wants to hit them with. If you can defeat me, you may have me.
I think there's two kinds of people that would ever declare a karate fight. And it's people who are experts in karate and people who have never done karate before in their life.
Yeah. You're not really like a white belt doing challenging people because you're like, I'm only on lesson 3.
Yeah, because you know your limits. But if you've never done karate before, you could just think you're like a savant at it. And it's like, I'll probably kill everyone in one punch, right?
I'll pick it up. I think I'll pick it up mid-fight.
I'll get it by context. I've seen Limitless.
I've seen, what's that movie with the kid? What does he like to do? Oh, fuck.
Big?
Can't remember. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Home Alone. I'm so confused.
It's Home Alone, yeah.
Mighty Ducks. Oh no, probably not.
I challenge you to a Home Alone fight. Wait, no, that's not it.
That's just a death trap. That's a saw house.
So Shaun, what do you think of this man? I feel like you steal the truck. Step 1 is always ring into the dispatch first. He's trying to get in ahead of this before it comes down on him because they're already behind him. But he's like, if I can make contact with them, I can smooth it all over. Maybe I can make love, not war. Maybe I can sing them, serenade them into maybe becoming my best friend.
I mean, I like his tactics. I'm wondering, is there a better song that he could have sung? Because
what song do you go with?
War. What is it good for? That's a classic.
That's a fucking great song. Definitely don't do the Gal Gadot. Imagine.
Oh god. Oh no.
Imagine he started playing that through Spotify. All the famous people.
I think you get death row for that, surely.
Yeah, no, they'll shoot him on sight.
And then, obviously, like NWA, absolutely out of the question.
You don't want to set the wrong vibe. Because he's trying to get them to chill.
Trying to get them on their side. So, is there a song that's drastically in favour of the police? Oh, fucking Sting! Play Sting! I'll be watching you.
And they're like, that sounds kind of fucking stalkerish. Get him!
Get him!
He's a fucking stalker.
Oh, what about Fields of Gold?
What if I put a message in a bottle? Anyone? No? Are we okay? That's 2, Shaun. Yes.
It's 2. Fuck, if he gets a 3rd, he'll become too powerful and swallow the earth.
Technically a duet. So we're moving on to our next... come on. We're moving on to our next piece of news, Shaun, and we have a town that has been infested by a certain animal that really caught my eye, because there's a lot of times where it's like small town invaded by crocodiles, small town invaded by like wasps, whatever. This one particularly caught my eye because it says buzzards that vomit when threatened and leave piles of acidic dropping have invaded a small town and nobody knows why.
A buzzard? I haven't heard of a buzzard since, like, I think primary school?
It's a bird of prey, apparently.
Yeah. Oh, they're in Ireland. What the fuck? It's a raptor bird? And...
You don't want to fucking wrap the bird. It also produces acid.
Yeah, they spit acid and shit. No, they shit acid, surely, and then they vomit as an attack.
They vomit and then shit acid. That is not a fight you want to get into.
And look, I'm on birdwatchireland.ie right now, Connor.
That's
I'll be
my
honest.
website, yeah.
Yeah, it's curated daily. The status of buzzards in Ireland. Largely resident, though Ireland receives birds from Britain during the winter. So we're about to come into buzzard season right now.
Coming over here, stealing our vomit.
And what town has been infected by these?
So, residents of Bunn, North Carolina, are puzzled why buzzards have been invading their town. Dozens of birds have congregated in the town, and attempts to scare them off using cannons and horns have failed. I knew cannons was going to get your attention.
What is America? Because that's wild.
Step 1, cannons. Step 2, back to the drawing board. Let's go smaller.
Lads, have you not heard of a scarecrow?
That's gross. It's not called scare buzzard.
I imagine a scarecrow would scare most birds.
Not if it can produce acid. I feel like if I could produce acid, I would be scared of a lot less things. Like, it's like, I have a chance here.
What about if they had a scare buzzard? Yeah?
Right. But like, you're still not going to fly, you're just going to burn the scare buzzard.
I don't know how potent is this acid, though?
I think any acid is too potent, really.
No, not at all, Connor, not at all. Like vinegar.
Go on, tell me science.
Vinegar's a fine acid.
Is it? Oh, there you go.
Flavours your chips. Put it in some balsamic dressing, get a nice salad going on. You know? And there are other good acids. Culture. A man of culture, indeed.
And there's other good acids. The police are on hold right now. There's loads of good acids, kids.
There's heaps of them. You can find many of them in your humble kitchen pantry.
And in your local nightclub. There's loads of it. Lads, if you want it.
No, that's my stamp collection. Oh, wait.
Oh, no. So, buzzards have descended on a town in North Carolina, and attempts to scare them off have failed, Shaun. Also, with loud cannons and fake effigies have failed, is what they've tried. Now,
like a Wicker Man situation.
Like a Wicker Man situation.
Except instead of bees at the end, it's buzzards.
Local resident Hally Leggett.
I'd fucking leg it if I was her.
I knew. Hally Leggett, never goes anywhere walking, told the paper that at the height of the invasion, she counted 58 buzzards perched around her house. Fuck.
Just her house.
That's even worse, Hally. That is even worse.
What did you do to anger the buzzards?
What did you piss them off with? This weekend, they were up there swarming, she told the paper, gesturing to the roof. It makes my dogs insane. She said the unwelcome visitors would perch on her chimney, leaving a trail of destruction due to their habit of pecking at the bricks and pulling them down. The fuckers. They hate construction as well.
They can take down a defensive wall, Connor. Although, why would you build a wall against birds, actually, now that I think of it?
I feel like that might be a useless idea, unless you have a big dome.
I mean, yeah, a big domed wall, so you just live in darkness in fear of the
only
buzzard.
way to survive birds. That's what I know.
That's true. Well, look, at least you'd have somewhere to mount the cannon.
On Wednesday, 28 buzzards sat on the cellular tower along Main Street, and another 21 gathered at Bunn High School across the street. Bunn residents are puzzled over why the birds' attraction to their town and have tried to scare them away with various tactics. So, this began in December, Shaun. Last year,
My God.
this started.
Right.
And the town began firing a propane cannon off the roof of the local high school at regular intervals, day and night.
So just a big blast of flame.
Hoping the shotgun-like sound would scare off the birds.
Okay, why is that on top of the school, first of all?
I feel like if you put a cannon on top of a school, you're asking for trouble.
That's going to get discovered by a rowdy student, and
Yeah.
that's how you end up with a death on your hands, folks. Or at the very least, a class
pirate.
circus act. A pirate.
We went different ways.
It's fine, it happens.
So they've got the cannon. So look, that plan seemed perfect, right? We've got a load of birds. How do we get rid of them? Immediately put a cannon on the school. Logical.
An odd
smart.
first choice.
I think a very solid first choice. As smooth as you like, seamless. Get a big cannon, put it on a big high place, fucking fire it a few times a day. We'll see what happens.
You and I have very different attitudes towards managing a town, Connor.
That worked for a while, said Police Chief Steve Massey. It seems they're back though. Massey added that he often goes by the birds to blow his horn at them. So he's doing the car horn.
Oh, does he now? Oh, sorry, the car horn.
Yeah.
Fair enough, continue.
What did you think?
Nothing.
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 The town also tried hanging effigies around the rooftop of the high school to keep the birds away, but the 2-foot-tall black birds remained undeterred, Shaun.
But why is it all focused around this high school? Would they not put the effigies all around town?
I feel like they just think these birds want education, or they hate education. It's not quite clear.
That's true, but school is aviary good place to learn, Connor.
Oh, for God's sake. The look of achievement in your eyes when you said that. I've hit comedy on the head. There's no coming back.
Wordplay, that's the best form of comedy.
Although called buzzards, the birds are either black or turkey vultures, both of which are protected species, Shaun, so you can't kill them.
Okay, not that we would want to kill birds, but...
No, but I'm assuming this town would want to kill them if there's like 60 of them all sitting on your roof.
It's threatening. It is threatening. But, like, see, 60 birds doesn't sound like a lot until you hear it. Because I imagine the cry of a buzzard is pretty rough.
Well, they're all 2 feet tall and they have a 5-foot wingspan.
Right, okay.
And 60 of them.
Yeah, I would look into the legality of killing the birds at that point. But they're protected.
Federal and state law. I should cough, I do apologise. Federal and state law outlaws killing, hurting, or harassing the birds in any way, Shaun.
Harassing them?
You can't even harass them. Which I think a cannon is harassing them.
Surely, yeah. Or is it like you can't just be like, oh, birds, you're all dickhead. Look at your feathers. Oh, your feathers look shit.
One of the lads he went to start away and he got away, and then the police FBI turned up. He got taken away.
And then someone else tried to, like, I don't know, throw an egg at the birds for irony, and then there's a load of sniper dots appeared in his forehead.
Put the egg down. The birds are often depicted as harbingers of death and doom in popular culture, which is good.
Yeah.
The bird's habit of vomiting when threatened adds to the revulsion people feel towards them. Their droppings are acidic and can eat through the paint on a car, apparently.
Oh.
Despite their reputations, they are reportedly mostly harmless, but there is 60 of them.
Doesn't sound like it.
Shitting acid and vomiting everywhere.
What if that was, like, your own defence mechanism? Not the shitting acid, that sounds awful. But, like, if any time you were threatened or felt afraid in life, you just fucking vomited everywhere.
I don't know if it's useful. Like, but it might be in a fight situation. Like, if you were about to if you're about to get the head kicked off you by some fucking massive lad, and he's like, I'm gonna fuck you up, and he goes to take his first roundhouse kick, and you just throw up and vomit everywhere, he's backing up. I don't care who you are. He's like, I don't want any part of this. I'm fucking away.
And I feel you could hone that skill. Like, you know, like with the X-Men, it's like, oh, this skill can't be used. But then they learn to channel it correctly. Yeah. I feel like at the start of a fight, you just let a load of vomit into your mouth.
Oh no!
He goes to throw a punch and you just spit it directly into his open mouth.
You've taken this a weird way.
He's dead. And you've eaten a load of fucking arsenic beforehand because you knew this was coming. So now you've killed a man.
I like how, like, you're eating the arsenic, like, tapping your forehead like, I'm a fucking genius.
I'm going to get mugged today.
I have this sussed. No way that he was going to beat me. But, like, you're kind of looking for a mugging. And the day you don't get one, you're like, oh, well, I'm fucked. To be honest.
I'm so terrified I'm going to die. And then you get sick and the arsenic's up. It's fine. Don't eat arsenic. Even if you make yourself sick, you'll probably die.
Don't eat arsenic. That's our natural stance, I think.
My other opportunity, right? So, when are you most likely to get mugged? When you're pissed. So, you stay on the spirits all night.
Oh.
Get ready to you vomit into your mouth. It's just liquid, Connor. Get the lighter. Spit. Now you breathe fire.
Human flamethrower.
Flamethrower.
That's our answer.
Yeah. Now you've burned a man alive.
Right. So your first two options... Sorry. Can I just go back to the fact that this town has birds? I feel like you've lost sight of originally. I feel
like the ADHD took over there. I'm really sorry.
You went setting fire to humans.
Yeah.
We're not attacking humans. There's a bunch of birds and they're protected, so we can't do anything to them physically or emotionally, but we have to get rid of them. So... what's your solution? It can't be a flamethrower.
Okay. What if everyone in town gathered together? Like,
here we go.
So wait till the birds are surrounding a certain place. Probably the school, by all accounts.
For some reason. They hate education.
Everyone in the town gets up on the roof and they just clap once.
Sonic boom.
The birds fly. Birds may not even fly away. They might be too strong. But all their feathers get blown off. What season is it coming into, Connor? Winter. Those birds are going to have to fly south if they want to get warm again.
Can I top that?
Yeah.
Now, I know you're thinking sonic boom. I'm thinking we get one real smart person, right? We fill them up with ideas. Doesn't matter who it is. We get them to make a weather machine. They create a weather machine.
Okay,
they make
gaps.
No, sorry. That's not a gap. I've just told you. We fill them full of education and information.
From the school, of course.
From the school. And then they build a weather machine. I've seen it in TV shows. You build
You're thinking of the film Jack Frost. No, what's the one? There's a Disney movie where they have a weather machine. It's entirely
It's also season 1 of The Flash. I think episode 1 is Weather
Wizard, of course.
So, we get a weather machine. We then change the weather in the town so that they cannot stay there. And the same idea, get rid of them, pass them to a different town. And eventually, you're free.
But surely that town will have similar problems and then invent a weather machine. And then...
Yeah, but think about this logically. You have the weather machine. What do you do with the weather machine? You've got a prize commodity The other town needs a commodity. It's supply and demand. You hitch that price up. You have to create a weather machine. Hitch it up to 3 billion. Town lives off that for the rest of the time.
I would argue, like, even like there's a climate crisis at the minute. Like, I would argue, even in a non-bird threatened area, that weather machine would be in high demand. You go sub-Saharan Africa where there's a drought and people can't grow their crop. The weather machine, Connor.
Yeah, but I know.
What you've done there, you've created the ultimate solution to a nothing problem.
But I've gone capitalism with it, and I'm going to sell it to you.
Right. Okay.
It's a free trade market, right? We put it out there, but we copyright it.
I do want it. I do want the weather machine, if I'll be honest. Because this is my one chance to be a super... I think with a weather machine, it's easier to be a super villain than a superhero, right?
Yeah, I think you just make it snow and rain constantly until someone's like, come on.
Is Ireland under the control of some kind of weather machine?
I have had that suspicion for a few years. I cannot confirm nor deny, but we do get a lot of rain. Almost too much.
Almost too much. I mean, you do seem to be a man who knows a lot about weather machines. So you're suspect number one.
I don't know how it works though. Nobody ever gave me the education. I can't read nor think of weather machine ideas.
That's why you went and invented a weather machine, to get back at the world for the cold shoulder that they gave you.
Stop giving me origin stories. How do you get rid of these birds, Shaun, is the question.
Weather machine? Can we do a weather machine?
Weather machine. Okay, we're just going to settle a weather machine. I just think the town is fucked. I think just chopping off this country, it's game over. We'll just move on.
This North Carolina town should just secede, and now it's ruled by the birds.
By the birds, yeah, of course. So we're moving on to our next piece of news, Shaun, and I have thief flees with journalist's phone, ends up live streaming his face to thousands of viewers.
A classic move. See, like, here's the thing. What this man has lost in personal freedom and time in the outside world, he has more than made up for in clout. Because, like, anything that happens to him the rest of his life, he'll be, that criminal who live streamed himself, he's released. He's got a TikTok now. He's got
a ting, is what you're saying. He's got a gimmick.
Yeah, he's got the gimmick. Like, he'll be hired by Twitch or some shit because of the tenuous association to live streaming.
Have you seen the Salt Bay guy?
He's gone insane.
He's got all the restaurants now that are all like cost a fortune. There was someone there with like a $37,000 bill.
Yeah, like he has a steak that's just wrapped in gold. Like, it's fucking ridiculous.
And all he did, he sprinkled a bit of salt. He's living off that.
But he did an interview and he was like, I see, like, kids, he says, they want to grow up and they want to be Salt Bay. Like, he said that in an interview. No, they don't. They just want to be fucking famous on the internet. That's it. Like I asked someone, like, who's a famous Swedish person, and I would be like, Swedish Chef, ABBA, any of these characters.
I went Swedish Chef.
But it's like, PewDiePie. He's the most and to be fair, he's a very famous Swedish man.
He actually probably is the most famous other than ABBA.
I think ABBA still has it over PewDiePie in numbers.
In terms of record sales, I would say ABBA, but views, I mean, I would like to see record sales versus views.
That's
who has fair. More.
I think it's still ABBA though. ABBA's been going for ages.
But the point is, it's a fight, which is worse.
That's true. High. Yeah, we can't call it one way or the other.
You can't just go, like ABBA will kill him. No, it's pretty close. He's got like, how many views does he have? Some amount of billion.
Guess any number and I guarantee it's higher.
32 billion views.
PewDiePie, total
he
views.
Definitely has more views. No, I'm not going to say 1 billion views.
He has 27.5 billion views.
Billion or million?
With a B, billion.
9 zeros.
If that's how many is in a billion, then yes, correct.
Is that 9? Is it 9 or 12? I'm pretty sure it's 9 is in a billion.
It's 6 in a million. And so, 9 in a billion, that makes... What the fuck is this conversation? And then ABBA
How many
record sales.
But do you throw in Spotify plays? Because you'd have to throw them in.
That's true.
I think he's higher than ABBA then, if he's on billions.
Yeah, ABBA has an estimated 150 million record sales.
So then he's got more. He's the most famous Swedish person.
Most famous Swedish person. Who is actually... And then one last Google before we get on to the actual story. Who is the most famous?
By the way, this story takes place in Egypt, nothing to do with Sweden, but we're just getting caught
That ties into my hero or zero for later on in the week, so that's perfect.
Good stuff.
Top 10 famous Swedish people. No, I'm not actually, but that's a fucking great idea. Shit. We talk about weather machines and everything. You got Greta Thunberg at number 1.
I thought she's too early in the game. I thought of her, but then I thought
very low album sales. Yeah,
and very little album. I almost said 0 album sales.
Ibrahimovic, the footballer.
Yeah.
You got Ingrid Bergman, who was in Casablanca.
Okay.
You got Avicii.
Avicii. Yeah, that's pretty good.
And then you got Alfred Nobel, the chemist. Nobel Prize named after him.
Yeah.
Ingvar Kamprad, who is a business person, and then you got ABBA. So, allegedly, Avicii is more famous than ABBA.
What about PewDiePie? He doesn't even rank. They don't even put him on the list.
He's fucking below IKEA or some shit.
He's shit, man. Nobody's ever heard of him.
People also ask, are Swedes attractive? Who is the most famous Swedish artist? And is PewDiePie famous in Sweden?
Who's Googling, are Swedes attractive? Just like, now we wait for Google to tell me the answers.
Swedes are among the most attractive people on the planet. 8 in 10 of them love sex.
And I just imagine someone searching that and going, now I've answered the question. Now it puts their phone away. That solved that.
That's been keeping someone up all night. And then they said, I'll just Google it.
Are Swedes attractive? Lying in bed, tossing and turning. But Susan, are they? I don't know.
Just scrolling through various Swedes.
So, thief flees with journalist's phone and ends up live streaming himself while in mid-crime. So what happened was, stealth and common sense are two of the most basic qualities, I think, that a good thief is expected to have, Shaun.
Yes.
However, a thief in Egypt has proven that even in this field, there are those who fail to meet the minimum requirements, as this clip has been widely shared on all of social media, which makes sense. Because according to local reports, the incident happened when a local journalist was live streaming a news story at the time on his, I think, Facebook page or YouTube. They don't say which, but he's live streaming anyway to several thousand people. Over 20,000 people he was live streaming at the point of time.
Okay.
I'm assuming he's like the journalist for the local news or the national news. And while he's there, he has the phone out. He's vlogging, as you do. Going about
what
his
up,
day.
fam?
He's saying, "What up? Drop that like, smash the subscribe button." You know the drill.
Ring the bell, get the notifications, all of this shit.
Unsubscribe to PewDiePie. Subscribe to me. This one man. I'm going to be the most famous Egyptian Swedish man ever. But the news reported that the incident occurred on a bridge in Shubra al-Khema when Ragheb was reporting about the earthquake that recently hit several eastern Mediterranean countries, including Egypt. And he was doing a field piece about the tremors felt around the city. And while he's doing that, his phone is suddenly stripped from his hand by a man on a bike. Suddenly he grabs the phone and speeds away. And he places the phone on the tank of the bike. And as the camera stops shaking, he's unwittingly live streaming himself to over 20,000 people mid-crime with his face on show. And they all just got a massive front view of a vlog-style face of him doing the crime.
That's very strange. Imagine being one of the people watching that, though, and being like, because I would have the internal argument of like, do I keep watching? Is it worse if I leave at this point? Am I an accomplice with that?
Will the police be after me? That is the question.
It's like you did nothing to stop the criminal. Like, what was he streaming on? Can I send him bits? Is that something I can do?
The guy, the criminal who robs him, can be seen looking around and like looking back to be like, I'm not being followed. I think I've gotten away with it, which I feel like is the best bit ever. That he has a look on his face like the perfect crime, but he's like, I've gotten away. Nobody of those 4 people seen my face. None of them can ever point me out in a lineup, except for the 20,000 people who are currently watching him. And they basically, he was arrested several hours later because he was basically, I mean, the police just had a live stream video of him doing the crime. So I don't know how he gets away with it.
You can't argue not guilty to that, I don't think. Especially when he was looking around to make sure he wasn't caught. That was my identical streaming twin. It was a prank, bro.
It was a prank, bro.
Pretty pog champ, if you ask me.
So
you wait till Heroes for Hire starts streaming, man.
Oh, it's going to be unreal. We're going to start playing video games. It's going to be great.
It's going to be great fun.
We're going to be on Twitch.
I'd say Twitch. Why not?
What would we stream? What would be your video game of choice if you were to stream?
Oh, see, I like a Minecraft. Easy to play, easy to stream, easy to learn.
I think with a stream, you have to be good. I feel like these people don't get enough credit because you have to be good, otherwise nobody's watching you. Or you have to be absolutely terrible to the point of comedy. But mostly, I'm mediocre at everything.
Well, okay, I've honed my skills in one game. It's Assassin's Creed 2. So I'll play that, please. You can have any of the Arkham games.
Oh, I mean Arkham, yeah. Any Arkham game I kind of have. But they're kind of easy though. It's along the same lines. You press Y when the guys are going to attack and you just kind of survive. Yeah,
it's great. It's a big power trip.
I'm just telling you, we're going to start twitching. It's big.
Me and Connor are gonna start twitching one of these days.
If the people want it, we will give it. That would be so hard because like we do this for an hour. Like imagine like doing that live stream for 5 hours in, and you're just like, fuck off! Like I don't want to talk to anyone.
I couldn't be entertaining after. I can barely be entertaining for the hour.
Like reading the comments, being like, fuck off, John. That's the 5th time you've told me I'm shit.
What if there was no one there though, but we still had to be on all the time, just in case?
Like now, it's
like now, it's good practice.
It's like So, Shaun, we're moving on to our next piece of news, and this is a story that caught my eye just because of how utterly strange this headline is. Because I have driver in Burlington caught by the police during a traffic stop playing flute with both hands.
What? Was he charming the car? It's like...
Whenever, do you know how you're driving and you're like, I can't check my phone, I'm driving, don't want to break the law, but I better get a quick bit of jazz number going out here on this flute, just in case. 2 hands.
Yeah, like the flute, like the one that you hold out to your side, and it's a big long...
Yes, that one.
Wow. Difficult, I would say.
Well,
wait! The seats in cars in America are on the other side. So the flute must have been going out the window.
Look, it goes without saying, Shaun, that both hands should be on this wheel when driving, or at least one, I think. Even if you're going to go one minimum.
Yeah, I mean, if you're trying to impress someone, go one, yeah.
I go one bit, just the pinky finger, and just like hold at the bottom, and just never break eye contact.
Like the heel of your palm, and you just have that on it.
When you're doing the reverse with the heel of your palm.
Oh my God, the coolest.
Nothing cooler. But police in Burlington say they caught a flautist flouting that rule on Wednesday. Flouting that rule? Flouting that rule.
It's a flautist flouting the rule.
Oh man, say that sentence 5 times. In a tweet, Halton Regional Police said that they spotted a driver playing his flute with both hands while they were conducting distracted driving enforcement in the area. It happened at approximately 4 p.m.
Just with that going on in the area, of all days, playing the flute.
What are the odds?
He must have been a plant. Like, if you miss this dude, you're fucking off the force.
Like, this is a training exercise. You cannot miss the one guy playing a fucking flute.
Yeah, it's set up for you. Like, you just need to fucking turn on the siren.
There's 3 people on their phones. One lad is, like, kind of just checking all around. It is, like, glove department. One lad's playing a flute. Right? There's 5 people. Find the 5 of them.
You'll hear him coming, honestly.
He has his windows down. So Constable Steve Elms told the news that in an email that the driver, a man in his 40s from Waterdown, was initially stopped at a red light and playing the instrument, Shaun. So he stopped at the red light first, and he's thinking, I have a few seconds here, better get a bit of a ditty going, bit of a music verse just while I'm here, like.
Yeah, what if he's in Legend of Zelda and needs to go back in time or something?
I mean, if you were in Ireland, you would call it a bit of Ceol agus crack.
Ceol agus crack, which no one in Ireland could be arrested for, it turns out.
Ceol agus crack.
Yeah.
It's just music and fun in Irish.
Bit of music and fun with the lads.
But if you ever like come to Ireland as a tourist, like if you walk around like any of those pubs, it's always like bit of Ceol agus crack inside. And some lads always play a banjo somewhere.
Yeah, what'll happen, there'll come a point in the night and everyone will gather around in a corner and then there'll be a chorus of shushes and then one lad will hold his finger to his ear and start singing.
Yeah, and he'll be absolutely either unreal or fucking dog shit. There's no in between.
Sometimes you won't be able to tell either. No. And then it gets better because then the next person gets a go. And then the next person gets a go.
And they've seen what the last person did. They're like, I'm going to improve. Like, it's not karaoke, technically.
No.
It's weird old Irish songs they all just know the words to. Nobody ever knows why. No, there's no words ever written down. Everyone just knows them.
Everyone just knows them. Everyone just has them. There used to be a thing in Ireland. This is just a genuine interesting fact that you used to like get songs passed down to you. So like the intro in these sessions would be just like, oh, and I got this song from a man I met up in Galway, and like you just learn it that way. So my granddad was into all of that stuff. It's fucking wild how, because my granddad is an amazing musician, but he can't read a word of music or anything like that. It's all just from watching other people
and just listening. So,
yeah.
Okay, well he was playing that. Okay, I'll just play this.
I'll just do that, but better. Why not?
I'll just do it cooler. Your dad is like doing away his teeth playing.
He has the heel of his hand, and that's how he's doing.
He's reversing the car while he plays.
Big into the tambourine, my granddad.
So they say that he was originally parked at a red light playing the instrument. But when the light turned green, however, Elm said that he continued to play while he pulled off from the red light in the junction. Officers admit they had originally expected to see a cell phone in the driver's hands as they observed the vehicle, and admitted that they were a little surprised to find the man playing the flute in the front seat instead. Police added that the driver was also following along to an iPod at the time of the alleged infraction, so he had his headphones in, listening to a tune, practicing away while he's doing a drive.
Listening to was this man from 10 years ago as well? Like,
he's got the iPod, the Nano. He's got the iPod Nano out.
Oh, the little square one. Oh, beautiful Nano. The
gorgeous one.
The original iPod is 20 years old the other day.
Is it? Oh, God.
Feels longer.
Feels like we're getting old.
No, impossible. No. We're still hip with the kids. We stream, Connor. We're Twitch boys.
The PlayStation 2 is 20 years old next year, isn't it? Or is it
something like that? I think it's this year. 2001, I think the PlayStation came out.
Oh no!
You know, the last PlayStation 2 game to ever be released was FIFA 14.
Was it?
Yeah.
They're still making games.
They were still making games in 2014 for the PlayStation 2.
So, and there's one guy with the PS2 still like, I gotta buy the next FIFA. He's like, how am I going to play FIFA 15? Oh, fuck.
Oh, lads, no.
John, what do you think of this flautist? Flautist.
I always said flautist. Maybe that's wrong. I heard it once and then I just ran with it. Look, maybe he's talented. I haven't have the privilege of hearing him, but there's scales to crime.
I knew when you started that sentence, it was going to end up somewhere ridiculous.
Yeah, it's not great. It's not my best.
You had that like little glint in your eye that you were like, I'm not actually going to answer this properly,
nice.
But I've got a line.
I'm going to figure something out on the way. Look, there's a lot to read into. Because there's a reed and a flute. That's how it makes the noise.
Niche. That is fucking niche.
Look, all the flautists out there are fucking laughing their arses off.
They're big fans of this segment. They are fucking loving it.
They've been listening for 100 and something weeks, and they're like, finally.
3 years.
And it paid off.
This one segment. Shaun, we are actually going to finish weird news this week with Florida Man. Of course we are. Florida Man committed crimes, Shaun. And
what?
It might surprise you to know Florida Man, he did a crime. But he didn't just do a crime, he did maybe the most ridiculous crime he's done for quite a while, because Florida Man uses finger guns to steal Waffle House napkins, deputies say.
Right. And okay, I'm going to paint a picture in my head. Wait, you can just go and get napkins.
Now you're starting to realise why it's Florida Man.
And the finger gun, is it like a finger gun in a jacket kind of situation?
No, I think it's literally his fingers are out.
Pew pew.
Yeah, like a pew pew kind of thing, yeah.
Right. I mean, that's the most... That's just thick, is all that is.
What? Are you trying to claim the Florida Man isn't all there?
I mean, this particular Florida Man in this particular part of the country at this particular time of year, I would say...
In your kitchen.
In the Waffle House kitchen, stealing napkins.
A Madison County Waffle House employee called 911 on Monday night to report an attempted robbery. The suspect was unarmed and simply left after grabbing some napkins, according to the sheriff's office. MCSO identified Edward William Rodriguez as the assailant, based on video footage and witness descriptions. So he just has the old CCTV and witnesses to kind of put him at the scene of the crime.
And he was live streaming at the time.
He was, of course, multiple camera angles. Rodriguez entered the Waffle House on 145 Bandit Street. I mean, that is a terrible street to have in Florida.
That's awful.
Why would you have that anywhere?
Money doesn't exist on that street, surely. Like, it's the barter system.
Witnesses described him as a white man wearing a grey hoodie, dark jeans, a dark hat, with dark hair. That is...
Fuck, I think I robbed this Waffle House.
We have him, guys. Everyone back up. He was reportedly accompanied by a small dog. Oh no, he's got a good boy with him.
Oh, the good boy is to mask the bad crimes.
Rodriguez then began shouting, "Get on the ground, you all are getting robbed," which... very good to state your intentions early. I want them to know why I'm here.
You want to set expectations in any relationship. You know, you don't want to get 5 years down the line and realise they don't want to be robbed.
And he continues setting expectations, Shaun, because his next line is, he then stated that he was very high and very drunk.
Look, honesty, man, it's a rare thing these days. So props
You're
to him.
getting robbed. I'm really high and I'm really drunk. Just so you all know the levels, what's going on here, situation, we're all caught up. This could go wrong for me, it could go right. I'm very happy either way. I'm very drunk and high. Yeah,
look, I'm just doing something right now, you know?
Filling the time. You know how it is. Am I working hard or hardly working? You know yourself, Karen, don't you? Anyway, get on the fucking ground.
Karen. You know yourself, Karen.
Laugh, Karen. Before he says he was very high and very drunk before grabbing some napkins and walking out. The Rodriguez got into a vehicle and left the parking lot, the 911 caller told deputies. The suspect did not appear to have a weapon, but did raise his hands with his fingers in the shape of a gun and then made some pew-pew sounds towards the ceiling. So he came armed, literally.
Yeah, he was dual wielding.
He was dual wielding arms.
Dual wielding arms. How do you feel as like the employee of this Waffle House, like having to report this, like having to ring the police and say?
I was thinking that they called 911 for this. Like, do you call 911 or do you just go, "That's a fucking weird story"?
See, maybe it's like protocol that like anyone even says the word robbery, you have to ring the police. Maybe that's the thing. But I would just be like, okay, that's done. I finish at 6.
Yeah, he got some napkins and he pointed his fingers at us and then left, and the napkins are free. And all he said was, "Everybody get on the ground, y'all are getting robbed." And then he said he was very high and drunk, and then he made some pew pew sounds, stole some napkins and ran away.
Did he? Do you think he thought the napkins were cash?
He was that drunk and that high. He's like, "Fuck, there's so many $100 bills sitting here."
And they're so thin and light.
As well.
Like, maybe that's it. Maybe he got those little tubs of jam and he was like, "Oh, gold
jam.
Bars." Yeah.
Jam
on a waffle. You ever had jam on a waffle?
Yeah, but you don't get little tubs of jam. They don't put them out.
Oh, you get it. Oh, I've never felt stronger about anything. You get.
No, but they might give them with the waffles, but they don't like put it out beside the napkins.
Okay, maybe this is on me then, but I've taken so many free tubs of jam in my time.
I know what you're thinking. I don't know if they have them in. Where does he go? Is it a McDonald's? It's a Waffle House.
Waffle House.
But they have jam. Outside with.
I'd say they'd have jam in a little tub, and then little squares of butter, and you just fuck as many of those into your pockets as you can, and you get on the plane. Is all I'm saying.
I'd say you'd be a diva for a jam on a scone.
Oh, Connor. Jam, fruity scone, bit of cream. Oh, I would do foul things for one of those.
I can't do raisins. I can't do it.
Can't do raisins.
It's
They're just grapes, but small.
Give me a plain one.
A plain... Oh, look, I can appreciate a plain scone. You know, my favourite scone of all time, actually, is...
Go on.
It's a pear and almond scone. And it's delicious. That, bit of cream, bit of raspberry jam, and you're set for the day.
For the day?
Till lunchtime, and then you have a second
Probably
scone.
for like another 2 hours. It's not that big, like.
No, the scone isn't very filling. It's mainly a sweet treat that you'd have with coffee, but... What can I say?
So what do you think of Florida Man?
Look, he did try his best. Unfortunately, his best is Florida Man best.
He got his... To be fair, if he arrived looking to steal some napkins, he actually did succeed. It was a successful robbery.
I put it to you, what is a situation that would make someone so desperate for tissue paper that they would rob a place?
With their fingers. When he said he was very drunk and very high, maybe he made some sort of mess somewhere.
Right, okay, like he spilled some jam.
He could have spilled some jam, he could have maybe spilled his drink. Maybe, he could have maybe lost control of certain body parts, and then eventually he needed some tissues for that.
Of course, could have shit himself.
Could have shit himself. That's always a possibility. We always have to look into that.
It's a risk all of us run every day.
He was arrested and taken to county jail on charges of unarmed robbery and assault, which I don't know if he should have been done for assault. He didn't assault anyone, but maybe verbal assault? I'm not quite sure how that works.
Maybe he grabbed someone at some point. I don't know.
Unarmed robbery.
I'm not a lawman, Connor.
You're not. Shaun, I think that's it for this week's Weird News.
It's been a very weird week. Sorry I took us off on tangents on a couple of those. But
fine, go for it.
Glad we found out my scone preferences.
This is the show. This is the show to do it.
This is the show to do it. Movie Mondays, you're not having any of it. But Weird News,
no funniness. Fair game. I don't want anything. I don't want any tangents on Monday or Friday. Wednesday, you're allowed to go mad.
Oh, one day a week I'm allowed to be my true self.
Yes.
Would you like me to take us out, Connor?
Yes, please.
So, thank you everyone for listening to this episode of Weird News Wednesday. We'll be back Friday with Hero or Zero, Monday with Movie Mondays, and next Wednesday with another episode of Weird News Wednesdays. Big thanks again goes out to all of our patrons over on Patreon. As we said, Blade review going up this weekend, so Sunday, so that'll be Halloween Day. And
Is that Halloween?
that's that's probably Halloween. That sounds
That's a Halloween team.
You did it, man. You're good. We're good. Big shout outs as well go to the new unofficial wizard of Christchurch, Aotearoa, New Zealand, Waffles the Magic, Ciara Lawler, David Clarke, Ed Ball, Joe Burney, Róisín, Schrödóisìn, Hally, Ryan, Right Time, Evanson, Shaun, Heroes Don't Do That, Jamieson, Dominic, Jessiah, Florida Gal Green, Anna, Team Irish Walrus, Hjelmroos, Lil Dicky, one of the braver counsellors after a day of being creeped out, asked the boys their names, McGrew, Danny McLaughlin, Ray, I can't believe Wanda did this, and Sammy DeLucia. Thank you, all of you, for your continued support. It really means the world, helps keep the show going, and you're all fantastic people. If you want to join those fine people, link down below to that. There's also a link to our Spreadshirt store where you can get hoodies and t-shirts and backpacks and cushions and hats and all the rest of it. Twitter is @HeroesForHirePod, the 4 is the number 4. Facebook is Detective Divilment's discussion group, or Heroes for Hire Podcast, whichever one you prefer to use yourself. Instagram is Heroes for Hire Podcast, and you can email any questions or queries to heroesforhire_@outlook.com. But I think that's about it, Connor.
I think so. So I have been Conor Lawler.
I have been Shaun Meehan.
And we shall see you all next week, guys.
Bye.
Bye.